My inner world is filled with silence. I am grateful for this silence, which is not emptiness, but a space in which I can be myself. In this silence, there is no need to rush, no need to prove, explain, or defend. It exists within me as a soft, living presence that envelops me from the inside and reminds me, I am safe. I am grateful that the silence in my inner world allows me to hear myself. When the external noise recedes, I begin to notice my true feelings, my subtle emotions, my deep needs. I allow myself to pause and listen, not to fix anything, but to accept. In this silence, I do not run away from myself. I return home. I am grateful that my inner world does not require constant filling with thoughts. I allow thoughts to come and go without clinging to them, without giving them power over my state. Silence does not fight with thoughts. It gently embraces them and dissolves tension. I feel space opening within me, where breathing becomes easier. I am grateful that the silence in my inner world brings clarity. In this clarity, I see my life without the distortions of fear or haste. I begin to understand that much does not require immediate reaction. I have the right to wait, to feel, to experience. Silence teaches me to trust the process, even when answers have not yet formed. I am grateful that my inner world is filled with calm, which does not depend on circumstances. Even when there is movement, words, events, and others' expectations around me, inside I can remain in this silence. It becomes my inner support, a place I can always return to, regardless of where I am physically. I am grateful that silence allows me to release tension accumulated over the years. I do not force myself to be strong. I allow myself to be real. In silence, I can feel fatigue, sadness, joy, or tenderness without judgment. Everything that arises within me has the right to be. Silence fully accepts me. I am grateful that my inner world is gradually cleansing itself of the unnecessary, from old resentments, unnecessary expectations, foreign voices that once tried to define me. In silence, I feel these layers gently dissolve, freeing space for the true me. I do not rush. This process happens in its own rhythm. I am grateful that silence teaches me to be present in the moment. I feel my breath, my body, my heartbeat. I am here. I am alive. I feel a connection with myself, and this connection requires no words. It exists deeper than thoughts and stronger than doubts. I am grateful that my inner world is filled with silence, which gradually becomes a source of trust. From this silence, my inner voice begins to emerge, calm, honest, gentle. I do not rush to act yet. I only listen, and it is in this listening that a new stage of my inner life begins, which will naturally continue further. Part 2. Silence as my inner space. I am grateful that the silence that lives in my inner world is gradually expanding. It is no longer just a moment of calm. It becomes a space where I can stay longer, deeper, more consciously. I allow this silence to take up more room within me, not by forcefully pushing anything aside, but by gently opening myself to it. I am grateful that in this silence I begin to feel my boundaries. I understand where the expectations of others end and where I begin. Silence helps me not to dissolve in others' emotions, not to take on what does not belong to me. I calmly reclaim my energy, my attention, my right to be as I am. I am grateful that my inner space is no longer overwhelmed with internal dialogues. I notice how the need to constantly analyze, evaluate, or predict gradually weakens. I allow myself not to know in advance. I allow life to unfold without my control, and in this letting go, trust is born. I am grateful that silence helps me see myself honestly, without embellishments and without blame. I begin to notice that my value does not depend on results, achievements, or approval. In silence, I am already valuable simply because I exist. This awareness takes deep root within me, creating a sense of stability. I am grateful that my inner world becomes a place of renewal. When I grow tired of external events, I return to silence, and it fills me with gentle strength. This is not the strength of tension or struggle. It is the strength of calm presence. It supports me without demands or conditions. I am grateful that silence allows me to experience emotions without fear. I do not try to suppress them or change them. I simply allow them to be, knowing that in silence they will find their natural outlet. Every emotion follows its own path, and I remain whole in this process. I am grateful that my inner world becomes clearer. I notice that more clarity appears in my decisions, more simplicity in my choices, more gentleness in my attitude toward myself. I no longer rush myself because I feel that everything comes in its own time. I am grateful that silence teaches me to trust my own sensations. I no longer ignore the signals of my body and heart. I listen to them without haste or fear. In this listening, a deeper understanding arises of what is truly important to me. I am grateful that my inner world is filled with silence, which gradually transforms into the foundation of my life. On this foundation, I will be able to build new states, new decisions, new steps. But now I still remain here, in silence, in presence, in gentle contemplation. From this state begins my further path, which will unfold naturally.
Part 3. Silence as a source of inner resources. I am grateful that the silence in my inner world becomes a source of my strength. This is not an external imposed force, not struggle or tension. It is an internal, calm, invisible, yet powerful energy that fills me with confidence and a deep sense of my own wholeness. I feel that this strength is always near, even when external circumstances are changing. I am grateful that silence opens before me my inner resources. Every day, I notice new possibilities arising for gently resolving difficult situations, for clear understanding of myself, for deeper acceptance of who I am. In silence, I find the keys to act without haste, without tension, without fear. I am grateful that silence allows me to feel my own wisdom. I listen to myself and notice how my inner voice, quiet and calm, offers directions that were previously unnoticed. I trust this wisdom, knowing that it arises from the depth of my own presence, from the sense of inner silence. I am grateful that silence helps me heal old wounds. Each gentle moment of awareness, each safe experience of emotions gradually dissolves what was once pain. I feel that my body, my thoughts, and my heart find harmony, and this harmony arises precisely in silence. I am grateful that silence allows me to understand myself and others more deeply. I begin to notice that many reactions and emotions of other people are their internal processes and not necessarily my responsibility. In this silence, I can remain an observer, supporting myself while maintaining my calm. I am grateful that silence teaches me presence in the present moment. I feel how my breathing, bodily movements, even the subtlest emotional nuances become part of my awareness. In this state, I sense that each moment is full of meaning and that my attention is the most valuable resource I can give to myself. I am grateful that silence transforms into a foundation for creativity and inspiration. Without external noise and internal constraints, I feel new ideas, new visions, new paths emerging. I allow these flows to come without judgment and observe how they gently integrate into my life. I am grateful that my inner world, filled with silence, becomes a source of strength, calm, and clarity. I feel that each step, each decision, and each sensation in my life becomes more conscious and profound. And it is from this state that silence continues to guide me further, gradually revealing new horizons of my inner life.
Part 4. Silence and my relationship with the world. I am grateful that the silence within me helps me perceive the world differently. I notice that without the noise of external demands and internal anxieties, I begin to see things more clearly, feel them more deeply, and understand subtle nuances that previously went unnoticed. Silence becomes my inner filter through which I perceive the world without overload. I am grateful that silence helps me relate to myself and others more calmly. I feel that my reactions no longer depend on impulsive emotions or haste. I can pause, feel the moment, and understand what is truly important. In this calm, inner wisdom arises, helping me act consciously and with respect. I am grateful that silence allows me to perceive people without judgment. I begin to understand that everyone has their own path, their own experiences, and their own rhythms. I do not try to change or control them. I simply remain present. And it is in this presence that true understanding, gentleness, and acceptance are born. I am grateful that silence helps me observe rather than react instantly. I notice how changes in the world, other people's words or events, no longer disturb me as they once did. I maintain inner calm and allow things to unfold naturally, without inner resistance. In this process, confidence and a sense of safety arise. I am grateful that silence teaches me to find harmony even in chaos. I feel that even when there is hustle, conflict, or uncertainty around me, I maintain calm and clarity within. This inner harmony helps me navigate life better, make decisions without rush, and be a support for myself and others. I am grateful that silence allows me to feel joy in simple things. When I listen to myself and the world without judgment, I notice the beauty in moments that could have previously gone unnoticed. The sound of the wind, the warmth of the sun, the tenderness of interaction, the ease of a smile. Silence opens a world to me filled with deep meaning and a sense of wholeness. I am grateful that my inner world is filled with silence, which becomes a source of understanding and compassion. I feel that this silence does not isolate me. On the contrary, it helps establish deeper, more sincere connections with people and the world around me. And it is this ability to calmly observe and feel that fosters in me readiness for further growth, which will naturally continue in the next part.
Part 5. Silence as a source of life energy. I am grateful that the silence within me fills my life with energy. This is not noisy, intrusive activity. It is a calm, gentle force that nourishes my body, mind, and spirit. I feel how this inner silence becomes a source of inspiration, strength, and clarity, allowing me to move forward without exhaustion or anxiety. I am grateful that silence helps me restore my resources. When I immerse myself in my inner world, I notice how tension accumulated over the years gently dissipates, leaving space for calm and a sense of lightness. I allow myself simply to be, and it is in this state that my life energy is renewed. I am grateful that silence teaches me to listen to my body. I feel its needs, its rhythm, its natural wisdom. I understand when I need rest, when it is time to act, and when to simply observe. Silence allows me to harmoniously align my internal and external rhythms. I am grateful that silence opens new pathways for creativity before me. When I am in a state of inner calm, new ideas, new forms of self-expression, and new approaches to life arise within me. This creative energy emerges not from tension, but from deep acceptance of myself and the world. I am grateful that silence helps me feel balance. I notice how work and rest, movement and stillness, action and awareness harmoniously combine in my life. Silence becomes my inner compass, guiding me toward a state of natural equilibrium and peace. I am grateful that the silence within me helps release fears and anxieties. I feel their power diminishing as I immerse myself in my inner space. In silence, they dissolve, leaving room for confidence, trust, and clarity. I no longer fear uncertainty. I meet it with an open heart. I am grateful that my inner world, filled with silence, becomes a source of life force, clarity, and harmony. I feel that every action becomes more conscious, every emotion more understandable, and every moment more meaningful. And it is from this deep, integrated silence that I prepare for further self-unfolding in the next part. Part 6. Silence as a path to inner wisdom. I am grateful that the silence within me opens access to my inner wisdom. I begin to feel that answers to questions that once seemed difficult arise from this calm space. I allow myself to listen to this inner voice, which speaks quietly but deeply, and I trust its guidance. I am grateful that silence helps me feel harmony within myself. I notice how my thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations gradually find balance. In this state, I feel wholeness and confidence that my inner world can remain calm and stable regardless of external circumstances. I am grateful that silence allows me to understand myself more deeply. I begin to notice that my fears, doubts, and insecurities are only parts of my experience, and they do not define my worth. I accept them, observing without judgment, and release what no longer serves my growth. I am grateful that silence opens the way to calm decisions. When I face a choice, I no longer rush or succumb to external pressure. I listen to myself, to my wisdom, to my heart, and this helps me take steps that are harmonious for me and my life path. I am grateful that silence allows me to feel deep acceptance of the world and myself. I understand that life unfolds in its own rhythm, and I do not need to force events or control the outcome. In this acceptance, I feel lightness, inner freedom, and profound calm. I am grateful that silence helps me discover new horizons of consciousness.
Each moment of contemplation, each deep breath, and each pause becomes a step toward understanding the true wisdom lives within me. It does not depend on the external world. It is always accessible in a state of calm and presence. I am grateful that my inner world, filled with silence, becomes a source of deep wisdom and harmony. I feel that this state prepares me for the final stage, Part 7, where silence integrates into my everyday life, becoming the foundation for everything I do and feel.
Part 7. Silence as the foundation of my life. I am grateful that the silence that lives within me has become an integral part of my life. It is not only my inner space, it accompanies me in every day, in every movement, in every breath. I feel that from this silence arises my inner support, which helps me live easily, consciously, and harmoniously. I am grateful that silence helps me maintain clarity in any circumstances. Even when the external world is full of noise, demands, and speed, I can remain in my center. I accept everything that happens while simultaneously preserving inner calm, which allows me to act consciously and responsibly. I am grateful that silence has taught me to be present in every moment. I feel how even simple daily actions, walking, eating, communicating, gain deeper meaning. In silence, I see the beauty in small things, feel the connection with myself and the world, and understand that every moment of life is full of significance. I am grateful that silence helps me maintain harmony in relationships. I calmly listen to others, pay attention to their needs, yet do not lose myself. In silence, I feel an inner freedom that allows me to act with love, kindness, and understanding without succumbing to fear or haste. I am grateful that silence supports my life energy. I no longer expend strength on external noise or internal anxieties. It fills me with vitality, inspiration, and clarity, helping me move forward with ease, without tension, and with a sense of natural balance. I am grateful that silence has opened before me deep inner wisdom. I feel that every decision, every action, every sensation arises from this calm source. I trust myself, trust life, and accept it in all its fullness, finding resilience, strength, and love within me. I am grateful that my inner world, filled with silence, has become the foundation for everything I do, think, and feel. Silence has become my compass, my support, my source of joy and peace. I live feeling this harmony and allow it to guide me every day, step by step, opening new horizons of inner freedom and deep awareness. And I am grateful for every moment of this silence, which is always with me, helping me be fully myself.